things. All right, let's see.
Yeah, who's got a suspicious summoner?
Which jungler does not have smite? No, that's not the case.
Someone's missing cleanse. Who should have it? No. Maybe Zaya. Oh, maybe Kai'Sa should have cleanse.
Keystones all seem normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're spam pinging. Maybe the Conqueror on brand?
Yeah, that is a bizarre keystone you'd never see. And we'll see how Kong Yue tries to punish this brand for his clear. Because it is very punishable. You will see how slowly brand clears these camps. It will not be, a 3-minute clear like some of these other AP junglers can do. Jiang, very, very far up in this lane. Does win the level 1 trade. The E start against the Renekton. Wholesome top lane action.
Yeah, we've seen that not end up wholesome a couple times.
Yeah.
Q start for you, not typical in this matchup.
You see why. Kind of wish you just had the E, maybe even the W. There would have been a better trade, but win some HP back now with this Q spam. So Jiang's got his E up soon. Take a very good trade for himself too. He's gonna get level 2 soon.
Yeah, and this is the problem with the Q start. You do a little bit more damage to Jiang, but you take a lot more damage. And
yeah, and he stands on top of you with E on the Jax, right? And kind of just a sitting duck, but now as you get level 2 on the Renekton, you can just jump out of the counter strike. Not like that though. As Ryu takes almost another grasp proc. And at least the lane is pushing back to this Renekton. There's one thing you can say for Ryu. I hope. She can't tell, but I think it is pushing to him.
He's looking for a recall and teleport back.
Yeah, very early for that. But you do what you have to get by these early levels.
Looks like he's going to cancel it. But it is, not the worst idea. We criticize Rallia a lot for ruining his own lane state and then not just admitting you need to recall. Yeah, Char9's here, but
somehow Gemini is too. It just catches him crossing.
Yeah, and also 116 has no mana.
Yeah, see, Gemini had to skip a camp to be here on time, whereas Kong Yue has killed his entire jungle and is still on time for this grab. So, already, slight camp edge for Kong Yue, who didn't invade or anything to try punish the early game brand. Just get off to a very quick early recall. Gemini has to go clear up his Gromp. And then his Wolves will be up soon. He needs 800 gold for his base. We'll have it once he kills this Gromp. And probably recalls. He has to just reset back to Wolves, though, which doesn't feel that amazing. No, he's going to do the Wolves now.
Bit of Alcove Gaming, it looks like.
Yeah, some trading. Oh, 116.
Okay, Arcane Shift is going to be good enough, as heal was used by Kaiwing. Not the most impactful, though.
Yeah.
As you don't really expect to have to use that in the near future anyway.
Yeah. Kaiwing's roam a lot more impactful than Cha's, just because of the jungle presence. At an unfortunate timing when Cha did show up.
Yeah, and 116 has already used teleport, so this is really impactful.
Yeah, he'll lose this cannon at least. Luckily, it is a cannon wave. I think he'll get most of this. It's just the cannon he'll be sad about. And Ryu looks like he successfully bounced his wave. Is down a lot of CS.
Yeah.
Once this all gets farmed up by Jiang, but has survived at least.
Middle's down a lot of CS too.
Yeah, the Ezreal counterpick not looking too amazing. To the Lucian. Kong Yue farming very well, though. Does need to make his presence known sooner rather than later, it feels like, especially in this top lane matchup. And both Frank mid laners have been so precise with these Lucian Qs. Cha is going to try a classic gank from the top side. And he's just going to be too late to interrupt these Raptors. That is very unfortunate for West Point. Gemini gets to get out of there scot-free.
Yeah.
And
maybe even
straight
heading
at the
down now
Dragon.
to the Dragon. Yeah, as Jiang taking aggressive trades.
Yeah, has to be careful trading too much with Nidalee up here.
Yeah, definitely. He should realize he's on the weak side.
Yeah, his
Maybe
team's
feeling
starting
confident
Dragon
because
now.
he has that level advantage for now. And honestly, maybe that's enough to mean that he will win the 2v1.
Yeah, it could be, especially with this big of a wave. Hard for Nidalee to play into. Frank going to be uncontested picking up this Dragon.
Yeah, Void Grubs should be picked up, though. On
They
this
may not
top
be, though.
side.
Kaiwing and Gemini running straight up. Mid-prio as well. Yeah, 116 tries to trade back as best as he can, but Kongyue just has to get off.
Nice, so. Yep, Frank, get themselves the Dragon and gonna get themselves at least one of these Void Grubs as well. Kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah, very good for Frank. Cha's here. Ryu is out of
Ryu's
position.
getting jumped on. He does have the dominance available to himself.
He can turn, though. Yeah. Yeah, has his team coming, and that is not an easy Renekton to kill. Here comes Cha.
Okay, we're 3v3 laning top.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are down. Down for this fight. Have to go on the brand if you play this.
Yeah, level advantage for Kaiwing, but no level 6 for Gemini as well. Hook does go wide.
Bit of a standoff here in the top
I want to see
lane.
Gemini's XP. If he's close to level 6, he could get in this bush, and that could be a turning factor.
Looks like he just backed off. He must not be close.
Yeah, and ultimately, there's no real threat on Jiang as long as he doesn't play too aggressively with this wave, and he's not going to do so.
Yeah, 116 eats some more. Lucian Q-Poke. Jimmy winning this lane so hard, he can block Ezreal Qs to deny the cannon. Forces 116 to E in to grab the cannon. So Ezreal suffering
Yeah.
severely in this matchup so far.
Yeah, down a non-trivial amount of CS too.
Yeah, gonna catch it up a little bit, but yeah. Only bot lane really doing fine. And
Yeah,
it's-
meanwhile, two AD carries just 1v1ing.
yeah, just 1v1 farming against each other. Little freeze for Wako won't amount to much. Because Lil V is already back here. Lil V maybe recognizing better than Wako how quiet bot lane would be and grabbing a call. You no luck getting out of that counter-strike. Get jumped on here and chunked some more. And speaking of being down a non-trivial amount of CS, bot lane, top lane certainly is.
Both solo laners having a great time. All three solo laners for Frank.
Yeah, that is the expected interaction between the Renekton E and the Jax E.
Well, we got to see it once. I'll take it.
Wako just straight
Wako
in.
going forward. Yeah, no level 6 here on Char's Nautilus. Oh, the nice flash with that quickness. And the Grand Entrance is going to land onto both bot laners of West Point, but not got the damage just yet to finish off these kills. Pyroclasm as well is on cooldown.
Yeah, no one's coming though.
Yeah, there is no saving this Kai'Sa. No sums, no ultimate, slowed even. Wako not going to be the one to claim that kill. In fact, it's going to be Gemini on the other side. We're looking for a turnaround as well. Flash done. Jung trying to answer back, does go forward and will hit that counter strike. Kongyue getting very low as will Ryu, and the true shot barrage from 116 almost taking down this Jax. It's not going to take much more. He should be able to find this Jung kill very shortly, and there it will be.
Yeah, little bit messy. Both had to commit their flash because Kongyue used his Q on the Jax counter strike. The Kuka form bite. But yeah, they got the kill. That's what you needed to do on the top side. Top CS immediately, evens out. And maybe you even find Renekton. Yeah, just Nidalee Q on the counter strike here. Kind of griefs the play by Kongyue. Then he jumps in without his Q. Making this take a little longer than it needs to, but maybe they both have to flash either way.
Yeah, I wonder if this kill even happens if not for the true shot barrage.
Yeah, it looks very dicey.
Perhaps 116 salvaging that top dive.
Yeah, and if Ryu can get his Eclipse with a decent bit of time in a decent game state, he can actually begin
I think he's going Black Cleaver.
to pressure this lane. I hate that.
In fact, I'm certain he's going Black Cleaver because those
Really hate
components
that.
build
Is that
into
right?
Black Cleaver.
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of tanks. It is a bit weird. But that is what he's building. Jimmy in and
Jimmy
116 trading, and this time it looks like 116 getting the better end of it. But
Yeah.
Frank getting the better end of the objective trade as they pick up 2. Won't get the third, but quickness, grand entrance again here from Kaiwing. The jet charge does come through to answer. Jimmy in very low, dodges out at least one mystic shot, and now a stun comes through. Char 9 is in absolutely no man's land as he will be taken out. Jung as well, trying to look for a kill here onto Ryu, does get hit by a spear here from Kongyue. Watch out, yeah, Ryu with that dominance up and available for himself. Gemini realizing he needs to come and assist his top laner. In fact, maybe we're going aggressive. Jung, counter-strike, it's a nice slice.
Yeah, nice discipline from Ryu, not pushing ult or panicking there, just walks on out. Ruby is quietly just falling behind in the 1v1 here against Wako.
Yeah, just that one death.
Yeah, constantly having to recall. Maybe has a static shift now. Hasn't finished his call though.
Now Jung, he's the one under pressure.
Yeah.
But with wards out and...
Yeah, has to just back off his tower here. There is demolish on this Renekton, so if tower's low, Child's still looking.
Yeah, Kaiwing's coming up. Spear will go wide.
There's another play over to this Renekton.
Don't love it if you're young, but
Yeah,
you are picking up a dragon, so it is not the end of the world. It's honestly good for your team.
Yeah, I think with far less help, Wako's gonna be just taking this bot tower anyway. Well before top tower goes down. That should be Renekton's first item though. And if Wilby can hold on to his tower bot, Renekton can maybe just take this tower top with the item advantage he has on the Jax. Kongyue now finishes Liandry's 2. Not going to feel as good as the brand Liandry's. Can Wako kill this wave on this?
Yeah,
it'll be very depressing for West Point because they just got their Renekton to the point where he can bully. And now they're going to be dealing with these lane swaps from Frank. So he's not going to get to even spend that much time with the Jax, I think.
This area is going to be extremely scary. Let's see what Wako's able to pick up. Should be the static shift, maybe even components towards his second item. And components, he's damn well halfway to his Runans.
And terrifying Zeri already this game. Jiang doesn't quite have his Triforce, but yeah, as you see, he's on his way bot, and Renekton's just going to not get to do anything with this item advantage he's got, unfortunately.
Yeah, another great start for Frank. They're up 3k gold, 2 dragons, and even on Void Grubs, so not really all that much gathered by West Point in response to the pressure that Frank have been constantly putting out, and a lot of it coming through from Gemini and Kaiwing, as you've come to expect. Did he see him and just...
No, I think he actually walked around the bush. I think he didn't step in. They're going to try match the Renekton into the Jax now, but Jung should be quite close to his Triforce. And that was just to get that swap through. They've given up their top tier.
A lot of pings on this top side.
Yeah, here
there is a 150 gold shutdown on this Lucian, Jimmy's Lucian, if they were to fully commit, but it looks a bit hard. Kaiwing very tanky. It's just the giant spout, and I forget what the helmet's called.
Nice spear. Connects onto Kaiwing to take his little shield off. Oh, hook lands onto Jimmy.
Lands, yeah, Jimmy is going to be knocked up. The grand entrance, is it enough to kite it? It may just be. Mystic shot going to miss, and Wako's here. And oh my god, the Zeri is doing a lot of damage, and it looked like maybe Frank were in a bad position with the illusion getting hooked. And even the ultimate interrupted by that depth charge, but it did not matter. Wako comes sliding on in and just claims 2 free kills for himself.
Yeah, and it didn't even really look all that close to a kill onto Jimmy, and I'm not sure if some skill shots went wide. We'll get to see it on the replay. But I think Ezreal Nidalee should be good for a kill there. We'll see what happened. Nidalee Spear maybe just wasn't up. No, Nidalee Spear up. Ezreal landed everything. Maybe he needed to throw the Ezreal ulti. in this combo, but maybe just not enough damage at this point in the game. 2 behind.
Oh, back to live. We've found a pick
Shutdown.
onto
Looks
Gemini.
like
Shutdown for Ryu.
Ryu and Little V both commit their flash there, it looks like, but they get a shutdown. Really only this Zeri now with a shutdown, while Jiang will happily take a tier 2 if you let him. Luckily, not a Triforce finished on this Jax yet.
Yeah, definitely will when he recalls.
Yeah.
Will he get this tower anyway?
I don't think he can commit to it, can he?
Looks like he thinks so, and looks like he can. With that nice escape
that is
ward.
a disaster for West Point.
Now I'm going to get a tower and answer, and will be a bounty as well.
All right, you have 4, arguably 5 right-click reliant champs, and Jax just got 500 gold. Here's Lovi starting the fight by burning Jimmyin's flash, actually. Oh, they killed Jimmyin too. I didn't even notice on that play. Okay, and then Gemini just gets caught here.
Nice.
So it is a double kill and a shutdown. So not the end of the world that you lose a tier 2 for that, but Jiang is very happy. I can promise you that much.
Yep, and I mean, Frank, they're looking pretty good. Honestly, 4K up. Only 40 seconds away from what could be their 3rd dragon of the game. We're 17 minutes in. Feels like they should be ahead enough to claim this next fight. Maybe you could make the argument that you could just hold off until you have Rylai's on the brand, but I think that's overkill. Probably pushing the issue considering how far ahead Wako is.
Yeah, I like taking a fight here as Frank, for sure.
Yeah, quickness, grand entrance, but we'll miss out as Char's able to use that dredge line to get himself out, and now you're missing a Rakan ult.
Yeah, nothing used on the side of West Point. Dragon up in 10 seconds.
Didn't even get much health.
Yeah, even a chunk would have been nice. No Warmogs yet on this Nautilus.
Still, probably
No
enough
flash,
power
though.
to win this fight.
Yeah, a lot of gold.
Gemini going to start up this dragon. Oh, he does have to be a little careful. Jiang looking for a flank.
Completely undetected.
He's going to be seen. Yeah, gets hit by that trap, so his location will be known now. Wako and Jiang, though, looking for Ryu. Wako, no way back into this pit.
Gets hit by a spear, too.
Yeah. Will be searching for some way back into the pit. Char, he's going to get that brand passive, and a chunk would have been good. A chunk earlier. Doesn't matter, they hit one now. As Char might just be going down. He gets out that death charge. Is going to be able to take 1 kill for himself. Actually, it's just him and Jiang flashing forward. Kongwei trying to run away with his life, but Jimmyin's going to not allow that, as he does claim 1 kill for himself. No one going down yet for Frank, and very low health bars, but still, all 5 remain alive. They get the dragon, they get the ace. And now it's time to take some towers.
Wow, Lovi's so close to picking up a double kill there. Unfortunate for him. West Point, yeah, feels like they just stand around and as the poke comp actually get out poked by Frank and then engaged on.
Yeah,
These 2 towers falling too.
Gemini must have done so much damage. Just AoEing everyone in that choke.
Yeah, I mean, he just soloed Nautilus in front of his team. Yeah, it should be the brand who's afraid to approach the Nautilus, not the other way around. And Cha starts this fight just dead already. Some nice brand combos landing, misses this hook, and then he's just dead. This bush is not swept or pink, so it's strange to me West Point are playing to it. And this entire time, Lovi's not hitting, by the way. Does almost just kill Jimmyin immediately when he jumps in here. Probably missed an auto he could have got off in time.
Then yeah, damage totals, I mean, Jiang. What a menacing team fight from him, apparently.
Yeah, ran around just smacking anyone he could. I mean, it is
without
such a
having
strong
a real
Jax.
weapon as well.
Jax is so strong this game. And not just in terms of items, I mean just as a pick.
Yeah, I mean, before that fight, wasn't even particularly strong, right?
Yeah.
Was, I believe, 1-1, maybe it was 0-1
Yeah, so
even.
much tower gold, though.
Yeah.
Deceptively fed.
Sundered Sky now, I mean, 2 items, ultimately,
Yep.
with this Jax. Well ahead and in a very comfortable position in 1v1. Up against Renekton, even the Israel.
Yeah, only person looking more comfy this game is Wako.
Yeah, nearly had 3 items. as he looks for his Bloodthirster. Getting hit by these Mystic shots. And
yeah, Ezreal Q's not doing much yet till this Mirror Mana gets finished. Usually want to finish around the 20-minute Char 9, though.
yeah, oh,
Nice
perfect flash. Gemini hit by one of these spears from Kongyue.
Yeah, these spears don't feel like they're doing a lot either, though.
It was about at this time, last game, where Frank decided it was time to just start hitting the Baron, and they had a fast Baron last game, but with a Brand as well as their 280 carries, it's even quicker. This will probably just have more gold. The 10k up before a Baron's even done. Wako's just going in, 1v3, and maybe it's a mistake. This Nautilus ult going to be used, but no one's able to follow up. Lil B tries his best, as does 116, but it's nowhere near enough. Ryu teleporting in, but where is he? He's trying to 1v5. He's not going to be able to do it. It's a triple kill for Jung. Baron certainly will be picked up for 0.
Yeah, and apparently Zeri is an engaged ADC. Wako just sends it and kills everyone on the side of West Point. Little mind control on Little V there. Runs him into his entire team. Meanwhile, Jung didn't even need to help with the Baron. They have such a quick Baron.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah, he just eased straight into a Nautilus here. Like, into melee range of a Nautilus, and Cha9 hooks the wall when he comes in, and then Lil V gets mind-controlled straight into 5 people.
Yeah, and Ryu realizes there's a fight, teleports to where you'd usually want to teleport into to get one shot. 116.
Just dead.
Yeah, not even able to get the Arcane Shift over that wall. Actually just one-shotted. Char, likewise. Now there's 3 members up against the 5 of Frank. 24 minutes was the game time of game number 1. Looking to improve on that now, Frank, as they are sitting pretty, 15k gold ahead. Ultimates are available outside of the culling.
Yeah, I think Wako's just too strong to deal with at this point. No Nautilus up even.
Yeah. Mid inhib down. Bottom inhib will follow. And that gives us the minion waves. Top inhib as well. That's 3 inhibs down. It's time for the last fight. Dominus popped. Hook lands and a lot of damage here onto Gemini. Doesn't even get out that Pyroclasm. Just gets instantly eliminated. But Wako, look how much damage he's doing. Wako, he's finding all the damage you'd ever want. Both Nexus towers do go down. They're not going to find any more kills, but they do find the series win, and they improve on their game number 1 time.
Yeah, West Point managed to take down the Brand, but don't have anything left once they do. And yeah, somehow an improvement on the last game. So Jimmy maybe feels good about himself.
Just speedrunning.
Yeah.
Just speedrunning. I mean, what a performance. All series from Frank. They just performed, all of them. Jimmy came in, performed just as well as Pretender. Pretender really impressing game 1, obviously, and the entirety of Frank. I mean, they look like they realized they shouldn't have lost their last game against DCG and thought, you know what? Time to get down to practice and fix up some of our mistakes, and it looks like they have done just that. Yeah,
and as statement series to start the second round robin for Frank, just declaring we do not belong here in the lower half, because that West Point is the second best team in this group, and they just got completely blown out of the water. So yeah, should be Frank sitting pretty.
Yeah, and I think also with that win, it means there is absolutely no chance that it can be eliminated.